Hello students, today we shall see reported speech. Here reported speech will be asked for 5 marks in your annual examination. Here direct and indirect speech. Here what is direct speech then? Here direct speech is a speech when the actual words of a speaker are quoted. When the actual words of a speaker is quoted. For example, we shall see here. For example, the beggar said, the beggar said, I am hungry. The beggar said, I am hungry. Here, the speaker means these are the words said by the beggar. That I is the personal pronoun here. So, I am hungry. This is the direct speech. Then there are some features in reported speech. Those are actually the actual words of the speaker have been quoted here. And the second one, it has two parts. It has two parts. Which are those? The part containing the reporting verb. Here the reporting verb is there. And at the same time, the part containing the reported speech. So then which is the reporting verb here? See, the beggar said is the reporting verb here. Then reporting speech, that is I am hungry, is the reporting speech. Here the beggar said, it is always placed before inverted comma, and at the same time it has the subject and reporting verb. So actually predicate, subject and predicate. Here the beggar is the subject and said is the predicate, and even this is the verb. Said is the verb. Here predicate itself is the said, and even the verb is also said, and the reporting verb is always followed by comma. So here this is the reporting verb, it's always followed by here the comma which I gave. So this is always followed by the comma here, and at the same time the reporting verb is placed after the reported speech. For example, sing me one last song, the oak tree whispered. Sing me one last song. See here, we can see this example here. Sing me one last song, the oak tree whispered. So here after the inverted comma, here which the subject and the predicate comes. So that's why here we can see such examples also, such direct speech in this way also. And afterwards we shall see the part containing the reported speech. As already we have seen the reporting verb. So here this is the subject, this is predicate and verb. This is the reporting verb here. And the part containing the reporting speech. Which is the reporting speech here? I have already told you, I am hungry is the reporting speech here. Here, it has main features. What are the features? Here, it is placed after the reporting verb. It is placed after the reporting. This is the reporting verb. This is placed after the reporting verb. And afterwards, it starts and ends with inverted commas. See here, the inverted commas which we have given here, and even in your exam they will give you the inverted commas like this. So start with the inverted commas, ends with inverted comma, and it consists of actual words of the speaker. Here the actual words are said by the speaker. I am hungry. These are the actual quotes of the speaker. And afterwards it begins with the capital letter. Here I. Whatever comes in inverted comma. So here the words and the letter starts with the capital letter. So that is I, that which I have already written here in capital word. This is about the direct speech. Then what is indirect speech? Here indirect speech is a speech whereas the actual words of speaker have not been quoted or reproduced. So here these are the not the words which are said by the speaker here. See, read this. The beggar said that he was hungry. So the difference between the direct sentence and indirect sentence that we can see here. So lots of changes that we made it from direct to indirect. So these are not the words or these are not the words which the speaker said here, which he had quoted here. And at the same time, its substance has been reported in the words of the reporter. So it is in the reporting way. Here the third person is saying it to the other person. So the beggar said that he was hungry. So here it is in indirect. The reporting verb is followed by conjunction that instead of commas. So here the comma that we removed, and here the conjunction that which we used here. And the commas of the reported speech disappeared. So here, I am hungry. It was in direct speech. So there inverted comma, while using inverted comma, we wrote that speech. But here, the inverted commas are not here. So they are disappeared here. Construction of the sentence is changed. Totally the construction of the sentence is changed, and even there is change in punctuations, comma, inverted comma that we removed, even though in interrogative if the question mark, comma, exclamatory mark comes, those all punctuations and everything that we remove in indirect speech. And pronouns also change. There I, here we have written he. So means the pronouns, some of the pronouns that goes on changing like this in reported speech. And even tenses. It was a present tense when we use it in present tense in reported in direct speech, but this is the indirect speech. The tense changed here. And even some words are also changes. Those words and some other rules that we can see here. Some of the rules are in this way. See here. If the direct speech is in a simple present tense, it becomes simple past tense. For example, I have taken Sachin said, Rama drinks tea. Then how, actually this is a simple present tense. How we should make it into indirect speech? See, listen here carefully. If the sentence is in simple present tense, you should have to make it into indirect while using the sentence as simple past tense. Then how we should write it? See here, this is all about the Sachin said Rama drinks water. Now I will make indirect speech and I will write indirect speech here only. See here, Sachin said that See here, we removed comma and even we should have to remove inverted comma here. So in a simple sentence, we should have to write it. Sachin said that Rama drinks is the present word. So for past, drink become drank. So here, in the place of this verb, we should change drank tea. Full stop. This much. Even we removed the inverted comma here. So if they give the statement like this, you should have to make it as a simple past tense. If the statement is in simple present tense, you should make it as simple past tense. And next, present continuous tense. Here the present continuous tense become past continuous tense. Okay, let me take this sentence here. Sachin said Rama, I should have to make it to continuous tense, is drinking tea. See, I have given inverted comma, given comma here, like this. If the statement is in present continuous tense, means like this, if they give you, then you should have to make it, you should have to convert it as a past continuous tense, past words. Then what you have to write here? Sachin said that Rama is become was. Drinking become same here because this is continuous tense. It's a past one, the past word that we have taken here. Drinking tea. See, from present continuous to past continuous. Like this, we change from direct to indirect. Next, present perfect tense becomes past perfect tense. If the statement is in present perfect tense, then you should have to make it into past perfect tense. Okay, let me take this sentence and make it into perfect tense here. Sachin said Rama, here perfect word that has drinking, drink is here, drink, drank, drunk, past participle which we use in perfect tense. So here Rama has drunk tea. This is the perfect tense. Has drunk. It shows the perfectness here. So that's why we should have to make this sentence into past perfect tense. How we should make it then? See here. Sachin said that Rama has become had here. Had, drunk become drunk because it is also the perfect tense. Here present form for present tense, past form for past tense, and past participle for perfect tenses that we use. So because of that reason, this is the perfect tense. So had drunk becomes same here. Drunk tea. So how we changed it from present perfect tense to past perfect tense. In present perfect tense, it is Sachin said Rama has drunk tea. But for past perfect tense, we had written Sachin said that Rama had drunk tea. Like that here, simple past tense becomes past perfect tense. If this, see here, so all these are for simple present become simple past, present continuous become past continuous, present perfect become past perfect. But you should have to concentrate here. If they have given you the sentence in a simple past tense, simple past tense I will write here. See, Sachin said Rama drank tea. See here. Sachin said Rama drank tea. This is the simple past tense. If the statement is in simple past tense, what you have to do? You write it in past perfect tense. So listen, if the sentence is in simple past tense means you should have to make it into past perfect tense. See, now I will write here. Sachin said that Rama, for past we use had, isn't it? For drink, drank, drunk. Drunk is the past participle form. For we use it for perfect tenses. So had drunk tea. So like this, you should have to change the statements. Hello children, this is second part of reported speech. Here we have already seen how the tenses changes in direct to indirect speech, and now we shall see what are the some of the change of words. So how from direct to indirect the words goes on changing. Let's see. If the word now is in direct speech, it becomes then. Like that, these words, whatever I have written on the board, so like this the words goes on changing. Now I will read it, listen it carefully. Now become then, this become that, these become those, here become there, today become that day, tomorrow become the next day, yesterday become the day before or previous day, tonight become that night, last night the night before, next week the following week, last week the previous week, and at the same time next month the following month, ago, it's before, shall become should, some of the words which changes, shall become should, can become could, will become would, may become might, thus become so, and at the same time another verb, that is come becomes go. Like this some of the words which changes, and at the same time some of the pronouns that which I have written in different one color chalk. So these are the pronouns which changes from direct to indirect. So if these pronouns, at first what I have written, these are the direct pronouns and they become indirect in this way. I become he or she, we become they, you become he, she, or his, her, they, them, he become his, she become her, it become its, they become their, then my become his or her, our become their, your become his, her, and their. So like this the pronouns which changes. Okay children, when you learn all this, all these words, all these changes, then at the same time you have to learn about the sentences, because you know that there are 4 sentences. So one is the assertive sentence, second one is the interrogative sentence, and the third one is the imperative sentence, and the fourth one is the exclamatory sentence. So in these 4 sentences, the reported speech will be asked. That's why to learn the tenses is the tenses and at the same time the sentences is important here. Here sentences. Assertive sentence. What is assertive sentence then? Here Assertive sentence is one of the simple sentence. Here it states about the simple facts. Assertive sentence which states about the simple facts. And the question here, the interrogative sentence means here a sentence that asks a question or request. And about imperative sentence, here imperative sentence which expresses the commands. And exclamatory sentence means here the sudden feelings of mind, the sudden feelings. Then how we should change these sentences from direct to indirect. Let me tell you one example here. He said, I am writing novel. You can make note of it. For example, for assertive sentence, you may take down the notes that he said, I am writing novel. Here, he said that. I become, see here, I become he. So he is become was. Writing because simple, here present continuous become past continuous. In first video that I had explained about the tenses there. So here simple present become simple past, and at the same time present continuous become past continuous, and past present perfect become past perfect, and simple past become past perfect tense. So this statement what I said, that is he said I am writing a novel is in present continuous tense. So what you have to do it, you have to make it as simple past tense. So the statement is, he said that he was writing novel. So here all the examples I will write on the board, and let me clarify you. Here in assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence, and even in imperative sentence, that we have I have written some of the examples here. See, here the assertive sentence. In assertive sentence, we write said and told. Said we use when the only one character is used, and told is said that is used when we use only one character. So when if we use told means here when we get two characters, then we should have to add told here. Let me tell you that in direct speech, he said I was too busy. He said I was too busy. Actually, I was too busy. See here. Next it comes. He said that. Here that because only one character. He said is only one character. He is only the one character. So here we use said that here. Said that. I was too busy. He was too busy. Instead of I, we used he here. Then next comes, she said to me, I have drunk milk. Here, she said to me, she is here and we is here. So because of that reason, while changing from direct to indirect, we use told here. See here. For she, we use she here, and for said, we used told here. And in the place of me, we used me here. And again comes, she told me that. In the place of I, the pronouns which changes. The I is here in direct speech. We write she. Have become had, because present perfect tense become past perfect tense. So have become had here. Drunk milk become same in perfect tense. So like this, we use word said, that and told in assertive statement, and we change the statements from direct to indirect in this way in assertive sentence. And next we come to interrogative sentence. In interrogative sentence, when we read the statements, then we should have to add some words there in the place of said. That is asked. If the statement is in the asking way, we should have to use asked. If the statement is in enquired way, then we should have to use here enquired. And if the sentence starts with verb, means helping verbs like may I, do, like this, while using helping verbs, if the question with the interrogative sentence starts, then we should have to use if and whether, any one that we should use according to the statement, if or whether. If the interrogative sentence, if the statement which starts with the verb, then we use if and whether. Let me see here. He said to me, why are you going there? See here, why are you going? So this is in the present continuous tense. At the same time, question mark is here and the question starts with the WH. So no need to write if and whether. Here the question starts with WH word. So see here, said to place. It is in the way of asking. So we write he become he, said to become here asked. Because it is in the asking way, so we have taken here asked. We become said. And we should have to remove comma and inverted comma. So while changing from direct to indirect. So why, here pronoun first comes, helping verb next comes. So first we should write you, means here in pronouns you can see that you become I. Are become was, because here I is the singular, so here automatically in the place of are was comes. Why I was going become going, there become there. So here it become the common sentence. So because of that reason we should not put question mark here. We should remove the question mark in direct speech. And next, another one example that we see here. He said to woman, do you know Marathi? He said to woman. So here it is also in the way of, in the place of said to, I have written here asked, and again the same character, that woman. See here, do is the helping verb. So because of that reason, it is the exact word, that whether. I have already written, we can take if or whether. So whether is the particular word here, so which I used here, that because do is the helping verb. Helping verb is here, because of that reason I have written whether he, you become he here. You become he, no become new, and Marathi. So in this way, in interrogative statements, we should have to change the sentence. And come to imperative sentence. How the sentences and how the statements changes in imperative, and how it is easy to you to understand which sentence is this. So actually we can see almost all the imperative which I had seen are starts with the helping verbs. They are starts with the verb. They starts with the verb. Not only helping verb here, they starts with the verb. So because of that reason, whenever you find the verbs at first, you remember this is the imperative sentence. If you get the imperative sentence, which are the words that you should have to write, you should have to add. See, ordered in the place of said. said, like this the statement starts, or sometimes they will give you only the character, then you should have to add these words, because in your annual examination they never give you Lara said, like this they will not give, only they will give you the characters. Then you should have to read the statement and you should have to understand whether the statement is in assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, or imperative or exclamatory. If you find the statement with the verb, then you think yes, this is the imperative sentence. Then use these words. How the statement produces that: ordered, commanded, requested, advised. If it is in the commanding way, you should have to write commanded. If it is in the advising way, then you should have to use the word advised. Here example, in direct speech. The master said to his servant, go away. See here. Go is the verb. Go away. It is the verb. So we call this as the imperative sentence. Here the master, he always orders, isn't it? So here we have written the same thing here. The same, the master. Here said to, in the place of said to, we have written ordered, because the master who is ordering, he is a servant. So ordered, same, his servant. See here, go away. Here before writing go away, here two word you should have to write: to go away. Then give full stop. Remove in comma and inverted comma, everything. Maybe the question mark, maybe the exclamatory mark. You should have to remove it in indirect speech. So here the master ordered his servant to is common in imperative, so to is used here, to go away. Next example, the doctor said to me, take these tablets twice a day. Here the doctor, we have written in the place of said to. Is the doctor advises, or is the doctor orders, or is the doctor is commands, or is he requests? Yes, he always gives advices. So the doctor, in the place of said to, we have written here advised me. See here, said to me, he is here, so we have written advised me. What comes? To, which I said you before writing. Here take is the verb. So we call this is the imperative statement. To take, these become those. See, changing of the words there I have given you. The words which changes, these become those. So in the place of these, I have written here those. Same, remaining statement is same. These tablets twice a day. The same here. The doctor advised me to take those tablets twice a day. So like this, taking many more examples, you solve it at home. And next, the last sentence, that is the exclamatory sentence. It always used to exclaimed, maybe the happy, it may be the sad, or it may be fearful, everything. So here these exclamatory words starts with wish, pray, bless, curse, and this always starts with alas, hurrah, I won the match, alas, she died. That, oh, there is a snake in my yard. So like this. So sudden feelings of the mind. These are not planned sentences at all. These are the sudden feelings of the mind. Whatever you see, then you express your feelings. So this statement is called as exclamatory statement. So let me tell you the example here. Radhika said, "Ha, I have cut my finger." Radhika said, "I have cut my finger. While cutting, what we feel? We feel pain. So after cutting, it pains. So you should have to realize that. Is it the joy mood? Is it the fearful mood? Or is it the happy mood? So what mood it is? So on the basis of that statement, you should have to use the words here. See, in the place of Radhika, the same comes Radhika said. Here, exclaimed. But she exclaimed it. Suddenly, that she said. That she said means painfully. Painfully, that she has the pain. So we use the word here painfully. That. The word which comes that here. That I become she. Have become had. Cut. Same. My become her. And finger become finger. So here Radhika said, I have cut my finger. It is the direct speech, and indirect speech. Radhika exclaimed painfully. Radhika exclaimed painfully that she had cut her finger. And afterwards, another one example for exclamatory sentence here. That she said, alas, she is dead. Alas. Is it sorrow? Is it happy moment? Which moment is this? Dead means sadly. So here she exclaimed. So she becomes she here in the place of sad. We use exclaimed. Here alas. Sadly. Alas. So you anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So that is the word that alas. That is sadly. That is the common word which we use in the exclamatory sentence. That she is dead become was. She was dead. Students, this is just some of the examples. These are some of the examples which I told you clearly. So while taking some of the small examples like this, if you go on making the statements from direct to indirect, then this